Georgia commit. You are the old man of the class. Forever I will call you the old man of the class because what does that feel like being the old guy of the class? Do you feel like you keep saying the same things over and over to guys? Do you feel like it's a responsibility to be one of the lead recruiters of the class? How do you take that?
It's probably looked at as a big role, but I don't take it as anything serious. I've always been a leader since I was young, so this isn't anything new to me. I just try and be the best that I could be for other people to be the best that they can be.
What do you think the class is right now? I guess we could say it's halftime of the recruiting period. What do you like about the class, the guys that made it, and what do you think the class still needs?
I respect all my teammates. I'm glad everybody that has committed to Georgia. There's not really any downsides that I can see. So, I have faith in my teammates. Not everybody's going to want to come to Georgia. That's fine. But I'm just ready for when we get over there and actually show everybody what we're about.
You're very active on Twitter, man. I think that's your main go-to move is Twitter.
I'm telling you.
Are there, I don't know, like David Daniel, I want you for the class. What is your message to those guys, and who are those guys you think the class still needs to round it out?
I usually don't send straight up messages. I try to get a relationship with the players before I talk to them about Georgia, just to, you got to have that relationship. You can't have a whole bunch of teammates that are just teammates and don't actually communicate with each other. So I just try and build relationships before I get to the point.
Terrion told me that you guys got to know each other well, I guess, in the time you had with Cam. And he kind of said that he kind of called himself out. He says, I'm the guy that tries to make every play, and I try to be the Dion. And then sometimes I get my head too far in the clouds. And then David's a guy that'll be like, I don't care about that play. You got to go make the next play. We got to get the next play. You're kind of like fire and ice to him a little bit right there. Can you describe what that relationship's like from your end?
I can say he's a playmaker with the ball. I like to be in the box and hit. So, we just work good together, hold each other's backs.
Was there a moment from, I guess you got to know him as a person, as a player, 3 weeks with Cam earlier this year? What does he bring to the table? What makes Terrion Arnold such a special football player?
He's an athlete. He can do it all. He can play the ball. He can come down and hit when he wants to. He's fast. So, just a good all-around player.
How good of a compliment would you guys be back there together in Georgia? I mean, you thought about that? What do you think about that?
Well, I've been telling him, I'm like, Terrion, we are league-bound if you come over here. So he's in agreement. He's still thinking whatever. I'm fine with that. But I definitely think we'd be something special if we came to Georgia.
He told me no class of football players have ever had to endure what you guys have had to. Not visiting, not being on campus. What's this been like for you? Do you feel like you're just waiting for all the fun stuff to happen as a commitment, or what does this feel like for you? You didn't have your scavenger hunt. You didn't have your slip and slide cookout. You didn't have G-Day. You didn't go up there to see practices. You probably will not get to see practices for a while. How do you handle that?
I know I'll be over there sooner or later. So I just got to get past this phase that we're going through right now. Just keep my head up, stay positive, and look forward to the future. I've been staying humble, lifting weights, doing what I can, trying to get better at what I do. So when I get over there, my mom always told me, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I'm trying to do that.
Do you think you're ready?
I've always been ready. Since a commitment.
What's David Daniel, the big brother, I think, what is that, part 2 now? You got 2 younger sisters now, is that right?
I have 3 now.
3 now?
Yeah.
What's
one's
that?
about to be in 8th grade. The other one's 2 years old, and then we got a newborn.
What's it like with a newborn in the house? Are you getting in on those diaper changes and everything else like that? What are you like?
I'll do that yet. I'm just happy she made it. With everything going on, it's a tough time to bring a baby into the world. So I'm just glad she's healthy.
What's her name?
Yamani, Yamani.
Does that have a special meaning, Yamani? Is there a name for it? What's her name mean?
My parents know the meaning. They told me before, but I forgot it. But I'm pretty sure it means everything beautiful, something like that.
Even in the year 2020, everything beautiful comes around. David, I think the last thing I want to ask you, man, is you're a worker. You grind. I think you sleep better and feel better if you go to bed exhausted because you put in a hard day's work.
Yes, sir.
You were building up to a senior year. In what ways were you better than the player that left your last game as a junior a year ago?
I committed my junior year. People looked up to me. They expected me to be a big role, but knowing that I'm a senior now and I'm literally viewed as a top dog at my school. So I can't be making any mistakes. I feel like I have a lot of weight on my shoulders, but you know, I'm ready for it. I was ready to show everyone that David Daniel was bringing something special to Georgia. You know.
David, you sparked one last question. You committed to Georgia last September, almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the reasons why you committed are the same reasons you're still proud to be a Bulldog now, or is all this through COVID just reinforced that you made the right choice, getting to know these guys through Wi-Fi and everything else like that?
No, I still have the same reasons for why I committed. All the coaches are still texting me, keeping me up. They text my parents too, always telling them, you know, be safe, things like that, keeping them up. You know, I look at my family first before anything. So you treat them good, we're good.
David Daniel, the old man of the 2021 recruiting class, and we say that with all due respect because he's always touting wisdom. David, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.